let's see. I'm an Eagles fan and you're a Commanders fan. So let's decide.
I cover Commanders. So wait. Ravens fan.
You're not a Commanders
do not get me in trouble. I cover and work for the Commanders. I'm a Maryland girl. I'm a Ravens fan.
Okay, fine. So who are you a fan of? Not a fan of anyone?
Baltimore through and through. The Ravens. They have my. So I'm looking forward to this Colts matchup.
Fan covering the Commanders.
It's all love between DC. Come on, DC and Baltimore. Look, an hour away from each other, Nat. Don't cause me any trouble here in Maryland or DC. But I've enjoyed covering the Commanders, especially now, Nat, that they're somewhat, for the most part, drama-free. So that's been fun. And it's a lot closer for me to get to DC than Baltimore. So it's a complicated relationship we have here with DC and Baltimore.
Okay, well, let me say it from this perspective then. As someone who covers the Commanders.
There we go.
I am an Eagles fan. You tell me, was last night's game good for either one of these teams?
Oh my gosh. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody's really talking about this Thursday night football game, right? I mean, let's just be honest, Nat. It's not the top of headlines anywhere. Why? Because we all knew the San Francisco 49ers were going to win this game. I mean, we know that the New York Football Giants, they've been struggling. I mean, it's not been good for this team. Folks questioning if Daniel Jones should have secured that bag in the offseason. What was it? They ran the ball 11 times for 25 yards. It seemed like San Francisco, they could do nothing but eat after the catch, continuing to get yards. So all in all, Nat, I was out last night in DC walking past sports bars, and people were looking for anything else really but this game. I felt like they didn't think it was interesting enough. But, congrats to the 49ers. I don't want to take anything away, but the New York Football Giants, I think, are continuing to show us who they are. And I'm really worried about them. I'm really hitting the panic button.
Are you? I mean, I like to see their demise and failure, which I know is crazy.
True Eagles fan.
True Eagles fan, but also as a New Yorker, people just really, the people in my life are mostly Giants fans. And it's just like, they just hate it. The fact that I despise this team, but I do. And I have always despised them. So, so I take pleasure in them losing for sure. I don't take a lot of pleasure in the 49ers going up 3-0, though. I mean, I get it. They play before everyone else, but they just, I have a complicated relationship with the 49ers too, because growing up, I was a huge Jerry Rice fan, loved him. Probably my favorite player still to this day. But as everyone knows, I cover the Warriors. I'm also a fan of the Warriors. And so a lot of the people who follow me are Bay Area folks, right? And so our football loves collide because obviously I'm an Eagles fan and they are the 49ers. And they talked a lot. They talked a lot after we lost. They lost, I'm sorry, in the NFC Championship. And, it was all they would have won if they had Brock Purdy. And I get it. I will acknowledge that the game would have been different. I, of course, don't think they still would have won, but we can't say that for certain. So anyway, so I don't love it because they were all like, I have a complicated relationship because so many people I love support the team and I want to be excited for them. But I think I align a little bit here with Michael Holley, where I'm a little I'm kind of tired of hearing about the 49ers, tired of all the Brock Purdy hype. I saw your feed.
Tired of Brock Purdy, Matt. I'm like, he just came to us. He was
it's not Brock Purdy. Not Brock Purdy. It's the way all of you people talk about him, like he's the second coming of Jesus. And, I found Kyle Shanahan's comments interesting because he starts off and he's like, he's good enough for us to win, which doesn't really sound that complimentary. But then he goes on and he's just like, well, he was great. And he was, he had 310 passing yards. That's excellent.
It was good. Yeah. But I feel like now you do have to look at he was 25 of 37. So that's why I feel like you always have to read into the stats. And I think what he was saying was the accuracy wasn't there the whole time. So yes, they won. But again, they were playing a Giants defense, right? That just had their first sack of the season, I believe, in this game, Nat. I mean, finally this defense has come somewhat to life. But all in all, I think Brock Purdy, there it is. I mean, again, he had a decent game, a good game, but again, not against the best team. But I am a fan of this man. Let's be honest. We love a comeback kid. We love a guy who's defied the odds. That's why we love Brock Purdy, who continues. Man, I see the eye roll of it. He continues, I mean, to make history and break records. I mean, he keeps winning. I mean, the man just keeps winning.
See, this is my problem with hyping him up in this way. But this is my problem hyping him up in this way, right? Because it's like, for one, I feel like, and maybe this is just my own sort of like Jalen Hurts thing, but I feel like there's a lot of hyping up of him, Brock Purdy, and it's like, okay, let's acknowledge his offensive weapons. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not even get to what the 49ers have on defense, okay? Like, welcome back Debo. And he didn't even go crazy because they have so many other offensive weapons on the team, right? So it's like, relax. It's sort of hard. It's sort of hard to be bad when you have that kind of team. You'd have to be abysmal. And I get it, to the Trey Lance haters. They might be like, but I'm just saying, like, he's good. Let's see. I'm over Michael Smith with his, like, this reminds me of early, like, Tom Brady. Like, stop it. I don't want to hear it.
The Tom Brady comparison.
It's too much. It's too much. They did what they were supposed to do.
A little bit of love, though, bro. I mean, I just do have to say, though, I agree with you. But just because you have weapons, you got to utilize them, right? And he's found a way. And yes, Debo is amazing, right? We have 129 yards.
This tweet annoys me. This annoys me. The only game he's lost is when he had tore his UCL.
It's true. When he was injured.
They were still losing. I don't give a damn. They were still going to lose, okay? You were not beating my Eagles. You were not beating Jalen Hurts, okay?
Is showing her true feelings. Brock Purdy's fan club is gonna come for you. The whole fan club is going to come for you.
I need this matchup. I need this to be the NFC Championship again this year so we can just settle all freaking debates, because it annoys me. And so I'm taking it out of Brock Purdy, who does not deserve it. Like, he's a good young player. Who knows what he'll become? He's been playing.
We don't know his feeling yet.
He's been playing very well. Yes, blah, 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 blah. And their team is stacked. Okay.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, I just have to say, before we end Brock Purdy, he does have 8 straight regular season wins. That is not easy to do.
He has a very talented team around him.
No, I'm looking up and saying, look, he can throw the rock. And I'm impressed still. This was somebody I'm still like, okay. Like, it's kind of how I feel about Sam Howell right now. Like, I think there's something special there, but I have to be convinced. I think Brock Purdy has put me to the point of conviction where now I'm like, okay, this man can play football. This man can lead a team. And I mean, let's be honest, who's doubting the San Francisco 49ers under him? If he does get hurt again, then you probably, will have some doubt. I mean, like when Sam Darnold had to come in. I mean, but all in all, to say they are a good team with Brock Purdy. Like I say, he's a great quarterback, but right now I feel more confident with Brock Purdy than some of these other NFL quarterbacks that we've been seeing now through 3 weeks of football.
For sure. All I'm saying is that, come on, look at he has the best. First of all, he has Bosa, that's on defense, who may be, Nick Bosa may be, like, he's considered one of the best players in the NFL. Okay.
And he is, a beast.
Look, Kittle, right? Christian McCaffrey, he scored a touchdown in every game they've played since December 4th of 2022.
Unfair.
Debo, like, come on. Like, look at what he has. Like, again, let's just keep in perspective what he's doing. He is great, but also he has a lot of weapons. So let's see when he goes. Right now they're doing what they're supposed to do. And you know what? Great teams beat the team they're supposed to. So good job. But let's see what happens when they get a better team, right?
Yes,
let's see.
I agree with you.
The Eagles again. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to disrespect them, because I actually don't dislike the 49ers, but I just, the hype is a little bit much for me at times. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
So we'll never see you in San Francisco 49ers gear, essentially, is what you're saying.
It's hard because Jerry Rice is my guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem rooting for them, except when it's versus the Eagles. Like, I don't hate them in that way, like the way I despise the Giants. But yeah, nah. I just didn't like all the talk last season. It was annoying me. Anyway, look, and the Giants, look, it cannot go without mentioning the Giants were without, right? They were without Saquon Barkley.
Right.
Yeah, and it was a big deal not having him. I still don't think they were going to win, to be honest, because I ain't so impressed with them, beating Arizona, like being down the way they were and then coming back on Arizona. That's more of an indictment. I don't know who it's more of an indictment of, but like, I don't think the Giants are that good. So I don't care about
They're not.
I don't care about
they're,
they're
embarrassing a bit right now. I mean, if you look at this Giants team, like you said, I mean, I don't care if Saquon wasn't there. 150 yards of offense, unacceptable, folks, unacceptable. So don't give me the no Saquon was there. Yes, I know that impacts your running game.
And Daniel Jones had Daniel Jones time in the pocket. Like he
exactly
had
the pressure.
No time in the pocket.
The offensive line, my gosh. I mean, pray for Daniel Jones, folks. Send every prayer up that you can this football season if you want him to remain intact. You're completely right, but also his receivers weren't helping him. You got to catch the football, right? You can't have all these drop passes and things like that. So all in all, I know folks are going to put on Daniel Jones back, but right now, again, the Giants, they look suspect. And this was a Giants team that, you talk about the NFC East that was supposed to be up top. It was supposed to be, literally everybody had everybody above the Commanders right now. And you look at the record right now, and now the Giants are on the bottom. So all in all to say, I think this Giants team, they better get something together quick, especially on that offensive side of the football, or it's going to be a real ugly season for New York football. And honestly, both teams.
Defense wasn't even helping either. Look how many third downs they let the 49ers convert. I mean, they're not good. They're not very good.
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.